In this episode, we are meeting Uncle Mok. He has taken us to a Chinese food hawker market where they love popiah. It's a typical street food dish that is loved by all the locals. And my take on a popiah is packed with vegetables, lots of color, tons of flavor. It's in essence a popiah, but it's definitely not a popiah. But first, check out our trip to the local food market. I've been a doctor for over 15 years, and patients always ask me for healthier versions of recipes that they love. And I treated patients from across the world, so I decided to come to the culinary capital of Malaysia, here, Penang, a melting pot of different cuisines and cultures from Indian, Sri Lankan, Chinese, and of course, non-Yuen cooking. We're gonna try some of the most authentic dishes from the best vendors and then create inspired dishes right here in our studio kitchen with a healthier twist. Welcome to Healthy Travels with me, Dr. Rupy, in Penang.
We had to travel 30 minutes out of Georgetown with Uncle Mok to find one of the best popiah stalls in Penang that locals go mad for.
How would you pronounce it, first of all?
Popiah.
And how would you describe it? Is it like a roll?
Like a roll.
Yeah.
You see. Come,
okay.
Let's have a look.
Let's go check it out. Apparently this is a day market that usually closes about 8 p.m. But we've got an auntie that stayed open for us because we want to try the popiah. And everyone's going to be looking at us very strange because this is very much a local food market. It's not one that many tourists go to. You can hear some of the real high temperature woks that you've got over here. That must be really hot, right?
Yes, this is a char hor fan. So it's quite nice, yeah. Hokkien char hor fan is local, a plate of noodles, and it's a pressure stove.
Right, yeah.
And then they toss it. Then when you have it, you got a taste of the fire, you know, the burning taste.
Yeah. The char.
Yeah, the char. Popiah is this right in front here, you see? Popiah and pai tea.
Oh, yeah.
I will show you what is popiah and what is pai tea.
Okay, cool.
Auntie is selling popiah and pai tea.
Okay.
Both two types. We can order some and then we sit down and eat together.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Popiah first. This is the Jicama.
Oh, Jicama.
Jicama.
Okay, a Mexican turnip.
Correct. She cooked just now.
So Amy's cooked this for us before already, and it's really sweet, and it's really, it's sort of like a white sweet potato. So this has been stewing with sweet flavor.
So she cooked it, and then she opened up pancake skin. Then you see, then she applied the sweet bean paste, and the sweet bean paste, and the chili.
And we've got lettuce.
She applied lettuce. Oh, this is what you see in the traveling magazine.
Yeah.
This is really authentic auntie making this.
Yeah, I love it.
Beancurd.
Oh, beancurd.
They crush it. Yeah, they crush it.
Crab.
Crab meat. Then she put on crab meat. What is it, auntie? Onions. Shallot.
We've traveled literally 30 minutes outside of Georgetown to come to this authentic
to this
place
stall.
Here. This one particular store.
This auntie is famous.
10 years plus.
Highly recommended.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Then the gravy. She put some gravy there.
Beautiful. Thank you, auntie. Thank you. Oh, I'm really glad we came out all the way here to try it. It's chili.
And
you've got a sweet Jicama.
Yeah.
You've got like a nice heat. Oh, thank you very much. This is soursop. The crab meat is nice and strong. It doesn't have too much of
the beancurd.
Yeah, and the beancurd. Yeah, I didn't realize it had beancurd.
You can taste it.
The pancake is actually quite light.
Yeah.
What's the pancake made out of?
Wheat flour.
Wheat flour.
Yeah, water and salt.
Water and salt. Oh god. I've heard it described as like an Asian burrito. Very, very different. Different to a spring roll, different to a summer roll, different experience. It's almost like it's wrapped in like a crepe. A little crunch of the lettuce. That's a lovely little snack.
Normally, it's the side dishes that we take. When we have the main meal, then we order this as side dishes.
Okay, I'm gonna stop eating. I'm gonna eat all of it. Sorry.
You can try the pie tea too.
Oh yeah, I'll try the pie tea as well. Yeah. Let me finish this one. One more bite and then we'll do the pie tea.
One more bite. Let me try the pie tea. Pie tea is a carb. You fry the kicama, then you put inside there. And then crab meat they put on top.
Crab meat on top as well.
Auntie gives this the flavor.
Yeah.
Doctor, the crack need the flavor.
Yeah. Auntie Amy, you were telling us how you've made the pie tea, the carve. Talk us through how you do it. You have a mold?
Yes, it's using the rice flour, mixed with wheat flour and eggs.
And you do it all in one go?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah?
one go. Normally.
Oh, it's warm.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Big
Wow.
crunchy.
I really love the crunch. Same flavors, same sweetness, same chili and crab. Very different experience because of the crunchiness. I really love that.
Yeah. The sweetness is from maternity.
Yeah. That is delicious. Auntie, thank you very much. That was delicious. Really good. Really delicious. I'm gonna go back to the kitchen. I'm gonna figure out some ingredients to put together, and I'm gonna make my version of the popiah.
This is a deity. Most of the food court run by the Chinese. They have this altar or the deity that they have to pray.
Which religion is this? What's the name?
This is Taoism.
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 Okay.
Taoism. Yeah.
And
Taoism.
is this the dominant religion in the Penang area? Because we see a lot of these temples.
Yes. Temples. We normally have Taoism and Buddhism. Buddhism, most of them are vegetarian.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Taoism, we eat everything. Okay. We eat everything.
Are you Taoist? Would you describe
I'm
yourself as
Taoism.
Taoist?
I'm Taoist.
Okay.
I'm Taoist.
Okay.
I love meat, so I cannot. I cannot live without meat. So I'm Taoism.
Yeah.
The top one, the center one, he is in charge of hell. All right, he's in charge of the peacefulness and all the ghosts is under him.
Okay.
On the left, he is in charge of fortune, the money god.
What's his
we call
name?
him money god. Cai Xin Ya.
Chai Xin Ya.
Cai Xin Ya means money god.
Money.
On the right, he is in charge of the safety of this area.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the month of ghost.
Okay.
You know that?
Yeah,
It's a
we've
month
been
of
seeing
ghost.
it. Yeah,
so
yeah.
you will see a lot of these temporary stages build
Yeah.
up. So praying because it's the month of the ghost. We call it good brothers. Good brothers means those already passed away. All right? They are roaming around this time. So this coming Friday will be a complete 30 days. And this coming Friday, they all go back to hell.
Right.
Their holiday is over.
Okay.
Every year they have 1 month holiday. So these people, they pray to the deities so that the spirit is far away from here and don't disturb the human beings here.
We've seen loads of stages with people singing, like
those,
women and...
Those are singing. If you see them, if the front rows are empty, please do not sit. These are for our good brother's spirit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Before we left the market, Uncle Mok took us to one of the Hungry Ghost festivals. These happen around August and September all over Penang, and it's said to be when ghosts visit the human world.
We'll pray first, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Pray for our safety.
You'll see performances from local artists, lots of offerings, and lots of eating.
Popiah. I love popiah. It's very hard to make because the actual covering is sort of made out of a bit of wheat gluten. There's like a technique where you put it on a really hot pan. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna use a cheat. You could use 2 cheats actually. Crepe batter, like buckwheat batter that you usually find in a galette. Or what I'm gonna do today, which is a rice paper roll. It's gonna have the essence of a popiah, but it's not gonna be a popiah. It's a really good recipe to use up leftover ingredients that you might have hanging around in your fridge. I've got some shredded sweet potato here. This is white sweet potato that you find in the supermarkets. I've got some wood ear mushrooms. Whatever mushrooms you've got would work. Some king oyster. This is the jicama, also known as a Mexican turnip. This is really sweet when it cooks down. Really, really lovely. I was trying to get purple sweet potato, but I couldn't, so I've just got white sweet potato with the red skin, and then we've got some beets as well that I'm gonna just whack in a pan. Those beautiful flavors are gonna meld together. This is more of a snack rather than a main meal because there isn't too much protein in it. Hopefully you can get some ideas about, okay, I could put bean curd in it, I could put leftover chicken, I could do marinated tofu, whatever you like. So let's get started. We're gonna get a pan on low to medium heat. I'm gonna just chop up some garlic. You could use like garlic puree. I think they use minced garlic as well. But there's lots of different ways in which you can inject flavor into this, essentially what is like a empty my fridge kind of recipe. When you've got some starchy veggies, you don't really know what to do with them, grate them or julienne them. I actually used a julienne peeler to make these sort of like spaghetti-like strands here, but I would not bother. It took me a while. I broke 2 peelers. I would just use either like a box grater or a machine if you're lucky enough to have one of those machines that grates for you. I should really invest in one of those. We're going with our garlic, and the pan's not too hot. I just want it to be a nice background heat because I want to slowly cook these veggies. A little bit of olive oil, a bit of salt, and then I'm going to add some spring onions. You could use shallots, regular onions, that'll look fine. One of the best things about this trip is meeting the local vendors in the markets. I mean, they're just incredible. That auntie has been at that market store for over 10 years. She's perfected her craft. I'm using these chopsticks because I don't want to scratch this non-stick pan. So I'm going to go in with some of these starchy veg. So this is the white sweet potato, the jicama. I'm going to put quite a lot of the jicama in because I want more of that jicama flavor. It's sort of like almost like a rosti, the beginnings of a rosti. I've got some of this other white sweet potato. You can see this is where my grater failed on me. So I had to just chop it into matchsticks myself. That goes in there. And then beets. A lot of people are scared of using starchy ingredients because of the carb content or the sugar content. Look, it's all about balance. I obviously have lots of different types of carbohydrates in my diet. You want to go for the whole unprocessed one. So when you're over consuming things like bread, pasta, white rice, that's where you run into problems. When you're consuming things like this, you're getting whole ingredients with all those different benefits and the diversity of all those different fibers that support your gut microbes, support your digestive system, reduce inflammation, balance sugar. There are so many different benefits of having these kind of ingredients into your diet. I've got all those different benefits. Just gonna roughly chop these. There's a little bit of protein in the mushrooms, but we're using that for like that nice earthy tone that's going to offset the sweetness of that jicama. Beautiful. With king oyster mushroom, you could use a fork and just like peel it off, so like strands. Actually, I'm going to show you that. Let me get a fork. Where's my forks? So I just want to use these strands. You could use courgette, you could use other types of sweet potato, bit of red onion. Anything that you put in a rosti, you can essentially put into this dish here as well. I'm just going to wait until this just stews down. If you feel like it's sticking at the bottom, tiny bit of water in the outside. I could even use a bit of the beet juice here. Bit of seasoning. This will take around 10 minutes or so just to cook down, get a nice char on the underside. In this recipe, we've got jicama, also known as Mexican turnip, different types of fibers in this. Obviously beets with betalain, and this is full of nitrates that convert to nitric oxide that increase vasodilation of your vessels. So you'll find a lot of athletes these days are consuming beetroot juice pre and post workout because it improves endurance, muscle recovery, performance. So really, really powerful ingredient. I try and get beets as often as possible into my diet. The white sweet potato, like I said, I use the julienne peeler for that. You can use regular sweet potato, whatever you can find at home. And then the mushies. Mushrooms obviously have got these novel antioxidants like ergothioneine. They have a little bit of protein, but I think their prebiotic benefits are the things that really pique my attention when I think about mushrooms in general. So I can smell the sweetness already coming from these vegetables. It's smelling delicious already. And because we've finally julienned and grated these ingredients, it takes minutes to cook. And we're gonna just take it off the heat now because all the ingredients have come together. I mean, it looks a thing of beauty already. Look at this. It's a good looking dish, Dr. Rupy. We're just gonna leave these to cool down slightly and I'm gonna talk you through the rice paper roll malarkey. All right, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cheat the popiah, the essence of the popiah. They use that wheat, flour, gluten mixture that's almost like it's very crepe-like in nature. We're going slightly healthier with rice paper roll paper. Rice paper. You get these in most supermarkets these days or Asian superstores. These are so easy to use. I'm gonna whack this in some lukewarm water just for a few seconds. And then when you feel it giving a little bit, which I can now, I'm just gonna whack it in the middle of my plate here. I'm gonna put some of this mixture. I should leave it to cool a lot more than I'm allowing it to cool at the moment, but nobody got time for that right now. Get these mushrooms. I'm just gonna fold the inside. I'm gonna make it a little bit more sausage-like so it kind of resembles what a popiah would look like. Fold the sides like so, and then I'm gonna fold away from me toward the longer side. Ha! Like so. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. I'm gonna make a couple more, and in the meantime, I'm gonna gently put some oil on a very, very low heat because I just wanna crisp it up. I like a rice paper roll when it's nice and crispy. The popiah is kind of a little bit soft, and I like a bit more texture. Cameraman Charlie came up with this idea. I'm not gonna take credit for it because this is genius. Flavoring the oil just to add a little bit more je ne sais quoi to this dish. A little bit of cinnamon and some star anise, just to flavor the oil. That's for you, Charlie. So whilst that's warming up very, very gently, I'm gonna show you the last roll here. You could totally batch this. You know, if you want a little snack for work, doing something healthy for the kids, getting them involved in it, they can even make them. There should be a popiah song. Like my popiah, popiah, give me the popiah, popiah. Now, a little bit extra. We're just gonna fry gently on both sides, just to give a little bit of crunch. I do like a bit of crunch when enjoying rolls like these. Tell you what, that little cinnamon, it's giving a lot of flavor. Star anise. Just to finish this dish, I'm gonna add a little bit of chili, just put on the top. See how blunt my knife is? That trick with the star anise and cinnamon, I think it's really gonna infuse that flavor into the rice paper roll skin and give another dimension. So we're not just using the rice paper roll and the oil just for the crunch, we're actually gonna be injecting flavor into it as well. So I'm really excited to try this because it's definitely a technique I haven't done personally before.
Just a quick one, if you're enjoying these recipes from Healthy Travels with Dr. Rupy, then check out the link down below in the captions where I give you all recipes from this series and an easy downloadable PDF. Just click the link down below, follow the instructions, and we'll send the recipes to you. Back to the show.
What they do with popiah is they use the juice of that Jicama stew down for a long time. This is going to be a lot more dry, I prefer because I want to keep the crispiness here. I'm going to garnish it with a few different things. You can garnish it with loads of different things. Bean sprouts, you could do coriander, you could do any sort of like Vietnamese mint, for example. I'm going to use a bit of peanut. So these are just peanuts that I've dry roasted and pounded here. So this is going to give a little bit more texture on the top, as well as some of those healthy fats that I always want to inject. And just whilst those rolls are cooling down, I'll talk you through some of the other condiments that I'm going to add on the side of this. So we've just got some crispy chili oil. I just love the flavor, that umami, that hit, that spice, the aromats that they put in this. So I'm going to put a tiny bit, you know, I'm lying, it's not a tiny bit, I'm going to put a good dollop on the side here. Kicap manis, they put this on everything. It's sugary, dark, molasses almost. I love it. This is the sharpest knife that I found in this studio kitchen we have here. It looks lovely, but functionally it's not the best. So hopefully this is not going to let me down and splodge everything out the side. So here goes. You can hear the crispiness of that. Come on. I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe I should use this. Oh yeah. Okay. Come on. Ah, it's really hot. The oil's still really hot on this. Leave it to cool down at home. There's no need to rush into it. They actually do it in 4 cuts along there. Typically, popiah's 4 cuts, but because I don't trust my knife, I'm just doing it in 3. I'm actually quite happy with this. Okay, a little bit of chili on top. If you don't like chili, don't worry about it. Some of these peanuts. Kicap manis. Come on, kicap manis. Yeah. And then just a little bit of this, just the oil. That's all I want. This looks phenomenal. I know it's gonna taste phenomenal as well. This is my inspiration from the popiah that we had at one of the most traditional Chinese hawker markets that we visited yesterday. This is my rice paper rolls stuffed with jicama, beetroot, and sweet potato in a chili oil with peanuts and kicap anise. I'm gonna dive into this. Look at the colors. This is cooled down a bit now. I wanna try and get every element of this. You've got the kicap anise on top. Look at the colors there. This is glorious. Yo. This is my kind of street food. Sweet jicama, sweet beetroot, sweet potato, lovely texture from the peanuts here. Ketchup manish brings it all together with a little bit of salt. You need a little bit of chili. I reckon with this leaf, it would be great as well. I've just got some random leaves that we found from the supermarket. You could use pak choy, some spinach leaves. This would work really well. I'm having a moment. This is great. This is fantastic. Flavor in the rice paper itself, with the star anise and the cinnamon, genius. This is absolutely incredible. Please do go and try this. There's plenty of other recipes that I've made on this series inspired by the local dishes of Penang. Go check them out right now. And that is it. That is Healthy Travels with me, Dr. Rupy, in Penang. This has been an absolute journey. It's been incredible. It's blown through all the expectations that I had, the people that we've met here. We didn't make many connections before we got to this wonderful place, Georgetown, Penang. And I think we've made some friends for life. I've definitely bonded with the crew massively. I actually want to bring them in because I want you to have a proper sort of sense of appreciation for these guys. Mitch and Charlie, they've done such a wonderful job. You guys absolutely smashed it. All of us have wanted to travel and cook and film and like just do cool creative stuff. And over a few WhatsApps and a few Zoom calls, we just brought it together. So I just wanted to share my appreciation to both you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Mate, it's been amazing. And I think that's the wrap. 3, 2, 1. Woo!